January 4th and 5th, a roadmap for the Metaverse. How will the Metaverse impact the future of the Internet? Whether you like it or not, the Metaverse is coming. That's one of the many takeaways from investor and the author Matthew Bowles' new book, The Metaverse, and how it will revolutionize everything, which attempts to provide a roadmap for the metaverse and explain what it means for the future of the internet. There's been a lot of talk about metaverse, even though there's still a lot of confusion about it. The easiest way to think about it is a future version of the internet where users can move seamlessly through virtual worlds in 3D. Question and answer. I spoke with Paul about what it will mean to have a true metaverse and whether we should really believe in its promise. Question. Why write a book about the metaverse now? Answer. I started writing about the metaverse based on my experiences in 2018, playing a lot of Fortnite and building on the Roblox platform. My experiences led me to believe that this seemingly fantastical, long considered idea was become a practical business opportunity. Over the years, I continued to research the field, invest in it, and produce some experiences related to that idea. And that affirmed my belief that it was imminent and that it was unfolding in front of us. And then, of course, the search of the term kicked off by Microsoft, and most notably by Facebook, reaffirmed that. Question. You describe games like Fortnite as prototypes for the metaverse, which have gotten certain people used to this idea of experience virtual worlds and buying virtual goods. How will a full-blown metaverse be different? Answer. It's a bit like comparing Yahoo or AOL in the 90s to the internet today. Those were primarily consumer experiences designed to catalog the internet as we knew it, but it was not very representative of the internet of 2022. We can think of some use cases for the metaverse in extended reality surgery, the applications of 3D simulation, and virtual presence in education. But often, we can't precisely predict how it changes society or consumer experiences. Question. Why should we believe in the future of metaverse? Answer. A growing cultural acceptance of virtual-only goods and virtual-only currency has existed for decades. Fortnite has for several years generated more revenue annually than any other game in history. And almost all of that revenue has been for cosmetics. You don't have to believe that NFTs or the blockchain or cryptocurrencies matter to recognize the more than 25 billion that have been spent over the past 5 years on virtual clothes in a single game. Question. The companies working hardest on this, like Facebook, are some of the most powerful in the world. I worry about the increasing corporatization of the internet, where a few companies control not just the content, but the infrastructure, which would be the opposite of the idea of the decentralized Web3. Answer. Yes, I think if there's one thing that we've really come to appreciate, it is the internet was not a corporate product. It was not designed to sell a widget, present an ad, collect a bit of data, but to facilitate collaboration between researchers. And that openness and that spirit are why the internet has been such a positive force for society. The protocols upon which the internet is based are effectively a public good, not a for-profit. And yet, it does seem unlikely that the metaverse develops in comparable way. It will instead, or is likely to, be built for commerce. Both conclusions. I absolutely believe that the metaverse is coming. We may use a different term. It may take longer than we expect. It's probably going to be different than we expect, but I absolutely believe it's coming. And the best way to positively shape its outcome is to understand what is likely to be, what technologies it depends on, when they'll arrive, and then to be active, cognizant contributors to its development. So, in my book, I encapsulated everything I have learned and articulated the challenges and advantage we require so that we can do that better. Metaverse versus Web3. Question. You're right about the difference between Metaverse and Web3, terms that are often used interchangeably. What's the difference? Answer. Web3 and the Metaverse are often conflicted for good and bad reasons. Web3, by definition, succeeds Web 2.0, the area we're in now. The Metaverse is described as a successor to the Internet. I distinguish them by talking about the Metaverse as a predominantly real-time 3D experiences. Web3 and blockchains are primarily describing distributed databases, services, and computation. Simplifying the Metaverse. For the layperson, both books may just be as helpful in the way it explains what the metaverse is not. It also disentangles some of the futuristic jargon. Is the metaverse the same thing as Web3? No, though the two concepts are often conflicted. Are NFT and cryptocurrencies going to be involved somehow? Are blockchains or decentralized digital ledgers required to build a metaverse? Maybe. It's complicated. Does everyone need one of those VR headsets to participate? Not necessarily. Vocabulary focus. Fantastical. Imminent. Full-blown. Protocol. Encapsulate. Articulate. Specialized terms. Roblox. NFT, non-fungible token. Blockchain. Cryptocurrency. Web3. Widget. This is all for today. Thank you.